sugar is trying to take a nap and rest, so I'm going to talk as soft as possible. It's all possible that she'll wake up and start making noise as well. Hostile architecture. I know y'all know what this is. I just found out myself. Pardon my noise in the background. Basically, hostile architecture is when artistic pieces are made in public spaces in such a way that both homeless and non-homeless people can only enjoy them for an extremely temporary time. These pieces are aesthetically made to fit their environment while making life uncomfortable for homeless people who want to hunker down and find places to sleep. I'm a type of person, I get it, okay? You got certain people, homeless or not, who go in public, they make a scene, they drive down real estate prices, they cause trouble, they make things worse for lots of groups. No one is discounting the fact that these things happen. But I'm going to discuss two things, one with the homeless and then I'll go to the non-homeless. For those of you who are listening, we have the common sense to know that not all people ask to be homeless, right? And that lots of people who are homeless were teetering on the edge of homelessness because of the high and impossible cost of rent to keep up with, or we know some listening right now who are teetering on the edge of homelessness because of somewhat greedy landlords. Because let's be honest, some of this rent that you're raising isn't because of repairs. You can hide behind that all you like, but some of you have these issues and some of you are just greedy. This ideal that we're treating all homeless and putting them all in one box and treating them like a pariah is absolute nonsense. I made a video on my Tara Helms channel, my namesake, discussing that there are multiple paths that lead to homelessness, and some of those are not people's fault. I get it, some people's life decisions put them out there, but does that necessarily give you the right, or the public in a public space, the right to keep them from going anywhere? You don't let them go to obscure places in parks. You make shelters temporary. You ostracize them for sleeping on benches in parks at night when the park is closed. Well, everything has to fit everybody. The problem is equal is not always equal. Life isn't equal when people were out here busting their behinds and still got evicted because their greedy landlords kept raising rents. Life is not equal when your job lets you go because they're downsizing. Because of course it's business. They're not going to care about you losing your paycheck. Everybody doesn't get a severance. So we're going to lump every person without a roof over their head into one category and assume that they are bums that can't control what happened to them. For the people who can't control it, the people, for example, who have mental health issues, people and weren't properly medicated, people who lost their houses or homes to natural disasters when evidence didn't show that a natural disaster was going to happen. And I'm not just talking about hurricanes, I'm talking about fires as well, things they can't control. Like some neighbor just decided to do something selfish and the whole neighborhood got burned down and you lost everything except your life. Losing jobs that they did not realize they were going to lose. In other words, extenuating circumstances. So you're going to punish these people by making public spaces that's so hard for them to sleep that they're just going to have to keep wandering until they just drop and give up. No one else finds this hostile architecture annoying. And I want you to go Google that and look it up. Here's why hostile architecture hurts you as a non-homeless person. And I want to thank Cash Jordan, because I know he'll never watch my channel because he's way bigger than I am, out of New York City, because he uses that as an example. Because they're making materials, are making public spaces out of materials that when you sit on them, it like some type of granite, some surface that's so cold it won't be comfortable for you long term. But he brought up something profound. Let's say I want to go and sit on a bench in the fall and have a pumpkin spice latte, but that same bench is so unbearably cold that I can't enjoy it, but the atmosphere is beautiful. See, when you're punishing homeless people, you're punishing those of us who are not homeless from enjoying the atmosphere and helping businesses as well. On the surface, you think that you're doing something good by turning these places into something that is pretty and clean from the outside, but we know what you're doing. You are subversively saying that a person without a roof over their head's a problem, and those of us who actually want to sit and legitimately enjoy a lunch, oh no, you just got to keep it moving now. By that logic, you may as well say fun is gone out of society. Because when you removed those natural wooden benches for us to sit and get to have conversations with people, and that's my second point, you could easily strike up a conversation with someone back then. You know, human connection, something that we all crave, homeless or not homeless. That could help your career, that could become a friend, that could provide a service for you, or know someone you know. See, the reason that this hostile architecture doesn't just hurt the homeless is because you're stripping people of their complete humanity and making it seem like that we all need to be divided on purpose. I get wanting clean streets. I get wanting something to not look like it's an eyesore to be in your way. I want y'all all to go look up this hostile architecture. It's just my opinion that this American society is taking their dislike for certain groups or their perception of dislike for people that they don't know too far, when it is their policies and their public platforms that have caused all of this nonsense.